everyone, so today we're going to be finishing up cellular respiration by looking at the citric acid cycle and following the electrons as they move towards ATP production. So if you haven't already, check out my previous two videos on glycolysis and pyruvate oxidation to see how we got to this stage. So the citric acid cycle, it takes place in the mitochondrial matrix and it begins with acetyl-CoA. This acetyl-CoA is carrying two carbons from the original glucose molecule that we started with in glycolysis. Those carbons, they still hold high energy electrons in their chemical bonds. And as the citric acid cycle runs, these carbons, they're going to be released out as carbon dioxide and their electrons are going to be transferred to electron carriers. As acetyl-CoA moves through the cycle, it's going to generate 3 NADH molecules and 1 FADH₂ molecule per turn. Each of these carriers, they can hold 2 high energy electrons, allowing the cycle to harvest 8 electrons per turn. But because each glucose molecule produces 2 acetyl-CoA, the citric acid cycle runs twice per glucose, which is going to generate 6 NADH and 2 FADH₂ per glucose molecule. When NADH reaches complex 1 in the electron transport chain, it goes directly there because it is already in the mitochondrial matrix. That NADH is going to get oxidized and releases electrons. Those electrons, they're going to move through complex 1 where hydrogen ions are pumped from the matrix into the intermembrane space, which is going to start building that proton gradient that we need for ATP production. FADH₂ drops off its electrons at complex 2, and even though complex 2 does not pump hydrogen ions, the electrons, they're going to continue through that chain, allowing complex 3 and complex 4 to pump more hydrogen ions into the intermembrane space. The electrons, they're going to continue moving down the chain, pulled by oxygen, that highly electronegative final electron acceptor, and at complex 4, the electrons are going to re-enter the matrix where they combine with oxygen and hydrogen ions to form water. Through this process, the citric acid cycle not only finishes breaking down what's left of glucose, but also it captures and transfers the high energy electrons to our electron transport chain where their energy is used to power ATP synthesis. So in the next video, we're going to connect all the steps of cellular respiration, tying glycolysis, pyruvate oxidation, the citric acid, and oxidative phosphorylation together. If this helped clarify where your electrons come from and where they go during the citric acid cycle, give this video a like, remember to subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown, and share it with a friend who's learning biology. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.